all the way from the east, you jumped your boundary, because as far as I'm concerned, you are not even a Yoruba person. You don't, the name, the Ooni you are calling is not even correct. That means you don't know alphabet, you don't know Yoruba alphabet, you don't know the difference between O and O, because you're not even Yoruba. Language that you don't understand, how do you poke nose into what they are saying? Why is it that some people, some tribal people, they don't want their children to marry from other tribe? Because right from their language, you start having problems. This time around, you don't even understand Yoruba. Yoruba alphabet, you don't know it because you are calling Ooni instead of Ooni. That means you don't know the difference between O and O. So that means the case does not even concern you. If it's a general news, anybody can carry it. You understand? But this time around, this is a news of a palace, an imperial majesty of Yoruba land. You stay in your east and you are posting wrong information. You are updating. You see, don't spoil history for us. Go to the east. Go and drag the kings that are there. As far as I'm concerned, I served in the east. I served in Anambra State. Ordinary good morning in Igbo, I don't know it. I don't know anything about them. How will I now go beyond my boundary to go to the, not to talk of mentioning kings that are there? I don't know. Because what I was told to go and do is to go and serve and stay in my PPA, which I did. So I cannot cross my boundary because all what you're doing is a dishonor to the throne. You understand? It's a disrespect to the throne. You said one mad man came into the palace. One spiritual person came and you started saying one olori slapped the other one. You said they took the twins to go and do tests for twins. Were you the one that followed them to go and do tests for twins? This is celebration time. We had twins in the palace. Everybody is happy. You understand? So someone was saying, allow the king to fight. King cannot fight. If a whole king of Ooni, if a whole Ooni started fighting this girl, that way, king cannot stoop so low to come and confront her. People might say, oh, you want to intimidate her. You want to. So king cannot do all of these things. And it is for our own good. 100 years to this time now, that video will still be there if she refused to pull it down. Children that will be living their life that time, they will be confused. They will be confused because they will be thinking that probably there was a time that their queens were fighting in the palace and nobody did anything about it. So if they want to call history now, and they want to tell them that, oh, please don't fight, oh, they will say, olden days queens, they also used to fight now. History has it that they fought. Meanwhile, it's a lie. You say queen this one fought the queen this one. Queen Naomi fought Queen Tobi. Queen Tobi fought Queen Kemi. Queen A fought Queen B. Queen C fought Queen D. Were you there? How can you are an Igbo girl, you don't even understand common Yoruba alphabet. You don't know. You don't know the difference between O and O. Because you kept on calling Ooni instead of Ooni. Because you don't know, you're supposed to stay within your boundary. You don't need to, you don't spoil history for us. All these books we are reading now is documentary. The videos you are doing now, somebody can just pick those videos up and use it as documentary to document history about Yoruba land and Ife as a town. So what you're doing is despicable. It is a dishonor to the throne. We that we are Yoruba people, you understand? We are respectful. We love ourselves. We respect our elders. We respect elders. We respect, chiefs. Not to talk of king, imperial majesty. Can me that I'm Yoruba again now, can I go to the east and go and be insulting what's the name? I don't even know any king in the east now. Can I go there and go and be bringing back wrong? You are not even afraid. You are not even scared of the fact that you are going beyond your boundary. You don't have respect for the throne, and you're not afraid of culture, tradition. You see all these, African powers and African God. You're not afraid of them. You don't just go to the palace. You understand? You don't just speak something unspeakable about the throne or palace. You understand? Because now look at the throne of probably Oba of Benin or whatever now. I don't know the idols that are there. I don't know the traditional rites that I must perform before, stepping my feet or talking about something. I don't know it. Can you now can I now stand up? You see, as much as we are respectful in Yoruba land, we don't disrespect elders. Not to talk of chiefs, not to now talk of king and imperial majesty. Starting from your pronunciation, ordinary Yoruba alphabet you don't know. Must you poke nose to what you don't know? If it is a general thing that affects everybody, probably the president, the governor, etc., we believe that Nigeria is one. So we have so many tribes. Nigeria, you can even talk about the president of Nigeria because president belong to everybody. But this time around, it is Yoruba, the imperial majesty, the king. It is cultural, it is traditional. It is our culture, our tradition that is peculiar to us. You understand? You are not a Yoruba girl. You jumped your boundary all because you're looking for views. And I've told you, all these things, it is content that draws followers. You see those people that are going to your page, despite the fact that they know that you are telling lies, as much the way they rush to come and follow you, that's the way they won't follow. Because they know that you don't have a content. It is educative content that people follow, even if they don't like you. What you are doing is educative, they will follow you. But you cross your boundary. You understand? You jumped from your place here. You started fabricating lies against the throne of the king of Ooni, the king of Ife. It is unacceptable. This is celebration time. The news that we gave birth to twins self is not, although your video that I watched now, there is no celebration news there. All that is there is one madman came to the palace. Are you the one that sent the madman? Or where did you see madman that entered the palace? All these are fake things. And when you pollute history, it is a problem. When history is not well documented, it affects the future, the next generation, the descendants, because the people, the children that will be coming after will believe that this story is real. And if they didn't believe it's real, it would be better for it not to have existed at all. So the easy Chioma kìíní kan celebrity blog kìíní kan celebrity blog gist corner. I don't know if I plead that, but is it Oji kìíní kan? I wouldn't know. I don't know if I plead the name. I'm going to tag it. Who all these fake news and fake stories you're putting on your page? Pull them down, delete them, because they are fake news. By the time it's 100 years to this time now, social media will be full with videos uploaded by dead people. So in the next 100 years now, the children that will watch your video, they will believe it's real. Because you watermark it, you put pictures there, you put everything. This is our own tradition, our cultural heritage that belongs to us. You understand? Me as a Yoruba person now, if I come to the East, you will treat me as a stranger. It is here in my Yoruba side that I will not be treated as a stranger because I understand our language. You understand? So you cannot say that you want to spoil our own cultural heritage for us when you actually have your own. Stay within your confinement, stay within your jurisdiction, and don't jump boundary here to come and destroy our cultural heritage. All these Yoruba books that we read here, Alawiye, that we normally read every Sunday on my page, Ireke Onibudo, Ogbojo Odenu Gborumole. These are documentaries. These are books that were documented years even before people like us were born. Assuming that there is somebody that is spreading fake information and fake news, those times, people like us will not be able to, meet correct history. And this is how these things normally start. Bó ṣe máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí. When you see little things, you look away. Look at the way all these Fulani people now, see as the way they have sabotaged and they have saturated every part of Nigeria. Because when you see little things like this, you look away. You see little things, you look away. You understand? So everybody, please go and tag that name. Tag that celebrity gist corner. Tag it and put it at our comment section that all this information you are spreading is fake, is not true, is not real. You understand? The king cannot stand by himself and start confronting her, because the whole world will say that the king want to do what? Intimidate her, because the king is second to God. The king is second to aláṣẹ ìkejì òrìṣà, just like wọ́n ní igbákejì lọ́ba fọlọ́dúnmarè. The king, there are some things that king cannot do by himself because of his status and position. We that we are on air, we are the one that will see things like this and talk about it. The king cannot imagine if all these big people now, the chiefs, kings, GOs, if a whole complete GO stand up and start fighting a young girl like me, everybody will say, she's a young lady, why are you intimidating her? You understand? That is what people will say. So if king now start fighting the girl now, people will say that we want to intimidate her. That's what people will say. It is people like us who talk about it. All the news, if you look at our page, everything that is there is all about. Even our DP and the background picture, it is picture of queens in the palace. You understand? Anybody can sponsor anybody, but make sure that the news you're carrying about is correct. Even if you're working on a topic, you're not directing your show to a particular individual. You must make sure that this information is real. You understand? The day I talked about ovulation, I make sure I read, I start there, I took my time, read, understand it before I bring it on air. Because professors are here, doctors are here, scientists are here. When you say something that is not correct, they will probe you. You understand? How much more when you're directing your post to an individual, not even an ordinary person, an imperial majesty. You understand? The king. And you are doing it without any remorseful feeling. You are just there. You understand? You just sit down comfortably in your whatever, and you're speaking things that are unspeakable. Your level of disrespect to the throne is so unspeakable and is unacceptable, and you are so relaxed. Fine, anybody, you can get a news that is not real, you post it, but the moment you discover that this thing is not correct, you pull it down. You either delete it, or you hide it, or you get rid of it. You understand? And that information has been there for days. When I even look at that page, I discovered that all what she does is to concentrate on insulting the king by posting wrong information. And at the end of the day, this thing is not going to affect you because you are not even a Yoruba girl. It's not going to affect you. We that owns the history are the ones that this thing will affect. You understand? Celebrity gist corner, or is he Tochi celebrity gist corner? I don't know. That name is a bit long. You understand? So check your information, because you intentionally and deliberately want to, want to drop a spot, just like a stain, want to stain that throne. If not, you will not commit yourself in posting wrong information about the king and the queens in the palace. And these are the parts of the things we are talking about, because you don't know our culture. A king can have as many queens as possible. If a king traveled, you understand, in history has it that they dash a king, they can dash them wife, preferably a virgin. They will dash the king a virgin, that take this, she's a virgin, marry her. Don't man dash ọba lóbìnrin. They dash them wives. If that is the thing that is strange to you, that the king has many queens, that is how, is part of the reason, part of the fact that you don't know our cultural heritage here in Yoruba land. It is part of the fact that you're crossing your boundary, because you don't know us. You don't know our culture, you don't know our tradition. You were not born here, you didn't grow with us. You understand? Celebrity gist corner. You don't know our culture here. As far as I'm concerned, that's the reason why you are so surprised that the king is having many queens, and so all you need to do now is to say Queen A is fighting Queen B, Queen C has slapped Queen D. Were you there when they were exchanging slaps? You said they took twins to go and do tests. Were you the one that followed them to the hospital or the diagnostic center where they do tests for the twins? All of these things are erroneous things, fake things, and you concentrated. That means that you were deliberate, you were intentional in posting news that is not correct, and you're disrespecting the whole Yoruba land when you are not even born here. As far as I'm concerned now, can I carry myself and go and be talking about the Eastern king? What you will not take, you will be doing it to other people. You understand? And as history we have it now, in the next 20, 30 years now, people might start believing what you're saying. Because we people of this era are the ones that know that all these things you're posting is wrong, is not true. You understand? If you want to build a page, go and look for a correct niche, a correct topic to talk about, so that at least you'll be able to know that you're educating people. They don't need to like you. What if what you're doing is educative? They will follow you. You understand? You cannot get hold of our imperial majesty here, the king of Ife, and you start saying nonsense about him. You start saying things that are not real about the palace. Did you even know the way to the palace of Ooni? Did you know the way? Show mo na afinyeni. The ordinary alphabet you don't know. You are calling ho instead of ho. It's because you know nothing about it, and you cross your boundary here, and we are posting it. As we are writing it, you are erasing it. As we are writing it, you are cancelling it. We kept on warning you, pull down all this your fake news, and you kept it there. And when you look through her page, you discover that this thing has been there for months. She intentionally and deliberately, she's just committed to tarnishing the image of the king and destroying history for us. So tag that Tochi celebrity gist corner. Tag it. I will tag it on this video as well. They should want her to stop posting fake news about the king. Go and drag your king in the southeast. That is your origin. Go and drag the kings that are there. Yes, and preserve our cultural heritage for us. They don't spoil history for us. This is part 1, and it is pre-recorded. I will still come and do live for part 2. Everybody love their culture. Oh, you cannot, can I go and be spoiling your history for you now? Be saying things that are not correct. You say, good morning, my people. Come and see this king of Owerio. Come and see king of Enugu. Come and see king of Benin. He marry wife. The wife, they now spoil it. They now slap themselves. As a trained lady that I am, a Yoruba lady to the core, you understand? I will not even do that. I will not even, because I cannot cross my boundary, go beyond my boundary and start talking of things that are irrelevant. You understand? We respect our people here. We respect our culture. We respect our language, tradition. You understand? Go and disrespect your king. So help me share this video. Let it get to her. Thank you, guys.